I want to share my blessings. I want to share my knowledge in the business, and I want to help artists here in the Philippines.
This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good morning, Don Dacian. Previously, episode 81 of the 12-Minute Convos podcast, recorded on the 11th of September 2016 at 8:30 p.m., which was 2 years, 9 months, 12 days, and 13 hours ago.
What matters most is how we learn and how we cope from it. Live the moment, be stupid and be open for possibilities. Research, take risks, and learn from your mistakes. But never forget to work smart.
Don, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine again. Thank you very much for asking.
Well, it is a great pleasure to connect with you again, right? Of course,
Yes.
we've maintained conversations over the years. Please update the amazing audience. What's going on? What's new in your world?
Yeah, so I'm currently working for a company named Secret Six Studios. It's a gaming company working for PlayStation games, PC, mobile, and the rest. So previously, when we talked, I have started together with my friends a studio, a 3D studio for film.
Right.
And since that we're too young at that moment, we decided to just cool it off and work in the real industry by ourselves.
How's that been? It sounds heartbreaking.
Um, yeah, kinda. And as you know, to be honest, it was my only plan back then, but it was tough. It was a tough decision. Letting go of it for the moment will be the best case for us all because, as you know, we're not all businessmen at the time. I was just passionate. My friends were just passionate. We're good 3D artists, but we never had experience working with businesses. So it was the side that failed, I guess.
Hmm.
So afterwards, we've broken up with the team. We're in good shape now. Individually, we're working great on our own endeavors. So I learned a few entrepreneurship skills, studied a little bit of a business class, master class, just to know and learn from my failures. Yeah. And right now, I'm working as a 3D animator, currently in a senior position in my first regular year. So I'm happy about it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. And are you going to ask about what happened about my passion in the studio?
Yeah, sure. Please tell us.
Okay. So right now, since we've had good clients like you, as you know, before they came back where I was working here. I thought that I will be working all the way up on my animation skills, but then my good clients came back and they asked me, just like you, if they could get some help from me, if I can do some small tasks for them. But I cannot disagree or let go of that connection. So I started this passion project right now. Again, a startup studio working with illustrations, graphics, and small animated stuff. We're currently three partners right now. The studio is called Reality Studio.
Sweet.
Yeah, because as you know, I don't want to be delusional on my path or on my journey right now. I just want to enjoy the moment and be real, keep it real, take it slowly, since it's just a passion project, a passion.
Well, that's great. Now, amazing audience. Like I've done work with Don Dacian. My wife has her book that was animated, The ABCs of Diabetes for Children, and we're currently working on another project that will be coming through the doors soon. But Don is a fascinating individual, very professional. I would sum it up as well to the market, being able to access the market and have individuals know what you do, as well as I like how you said you needed to educate yourself a bit more on the business side. Is that something you would suggest to others that are listening in startup, how they can mitigate the losses that may occur?
Yeah, definitely. Because as you know, we should learn from our failures. And I know that we tipped off great, but we fell down hard. Okay. So I know that it was the business side that failed us. So as you know, I don't just want to let it as is. So I try to study and learn from my failures. So Again, I took a business schooling for 2 months. It's a master class. So just to learn about my failures. And I always have this at the back of my mind that I won't retire working as a single person or an animator, a well known animator. I want to share my blessings. I want to share my knowledge in the business, and I want to help artists here in the Philippines because, as you know, there are a few studios who treat artists fairly in the industry. And I'm
Mm.
so lucky to be in that good company right now.
So, is your dream still to be the first animation studio in the region that can produce original content?
Yeah, as of the moment, one company just launched a game on our province. So I'm not currently in the province right now, but I am always passionate to help the artists there because, as you know, there are a lot of artists who graduate in the same field as me, but not everyone has had the chance to work towards what they're aiming for while they were studying. So I guess that's the plan to help them. And as you know, right now, while working on some small projects for you and for other returning clients, I'm trying to hire students who are very passionate with their craft and just to help them see the light that there's possibility. Just go ahead and enjoy your passion. I'll connect you with great clients.
That's wonderful. Where's the best place for someone to connect with you, like to find out more?
Yeah, they can email me right now on Dacian at secret6.com. It's the Secret Six email I'm using because I'm tied up with them. And if ever we're going to have a chance to work on some related stuff, I can relay those projects on the company. Or if you want to work with us on some small passion projects, I'll be happy to entertain you there.
That was wonderful. Now, when we spoke, your girlfriend, you spoke highly about supportive girlfriend. Is she still in the picture?
When the studio has fell down, our relationship fell off too. Yeah, that's a sad part.
Mm.
But she's doing fine now. We haven't connected for a while, but I'm happy with where I'm at right now, and I think she is too.
It's intriguing how you spoke on that episode about failing and how important it is to learn from your failures. It feels as though it's something you continue to do and it isn't phasing your happiness that much. Or is it that it did phase your happiness and right now you're on the upside of it? Like, were you saddened tremendously at that time? And is it that now that you're on the happy side, you're not hearing that place that you were sad at?
Yeah, after that incident about the studio, I was on about a year of hiatus.
Mm.
I was just thinking about my plans. What am I gonna do? I don't have any other backup plans. Should I just go abroad and work on some design stuff, animated stuff for films? I was just thinking about it. I'm just looking for myself. But I'm so lucky that I have friends in the industry who tried to help me go back and push my passion again. So they hired me for this small project in their studios. It's a freelance generalist, so I worked with them. I was so happy that I was back on track back then.
Was it like a mindset change that occurred? Can you remember exactly when the change occurred where things started to look up, where things started to get better?
Yes, when I started working on 3D again, bit by bit, my mindset back then was if there's a good opportunity and you have no other plans, just take it, Don. Take it.
Hmm.
So I took things slowly back then. And yeah, right now I'm happy where I am right now.
That's wonderful. Well done. At this time, I'd like to say thank you. I'd like to say thank you for all that you've done as a professional, but more importantly, that you've stayed true to your own unique real self. And I believe that now you are part of the foundation of the podcast, way back as episode 81. It's so good to have a conversation with you and hear that you're still doing the thing you love. And of course, there were the ups and there were the downs, and now there are the ups again. And I'm glad to have seen you weathered that storm. So thank you for all you're doing. In closing, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thanks to you too for reaching out back. You've given me some few guidance before we get started again. And yeah, I'm always very grateful to all my friends for always there on my back. I never knew that there will be always be there in case they know that there's something wrong happening on my life. So yeah, I'm always happy to have great friends and as well as you, Angel.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. A pleasure I treasure. Don Dacian, again, my friend, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. This podcast is produced by Pod Edits. Visit podedits.com for professional podcast publishing.